Hello.
This is the midweek update,
Yeah.
and Phil, great shirt.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, like we
You,
planned it.
where do you get the fancy version of this?
I don't know. It's a big upgrade. Get some buttons on there.
Yeah, for sure.
But midweek update. We're here not really to talk about our t-shirts, more to talk about what's going on in the Life Mosaic, and particularly today, we just have like some kind of stories of celebration to share. Kind of cool things that are coming out of the Life of Mosaic, kind of inside the building and outside the building. And so, Phil, you were talking about just worship and production stuff. Can you just tell us a couple of those cool things
totally.
that are going on?
So the cool thing that God has done in us over the last year is He's actually enabled us to be a church that meets in different places.
Yeah.
So right now we have 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
That last one is new though. So the last couple of weeks we've been meeting in the building for 1:10 a.m. gathering, and what that's meant is we've been able to grow our team. And for me, as the person who organizes that time, I kind of had this question: who's gonna help?
Yeah.
Like we have more to do,
Yeah.
so we need more skilled people. And God's totally provided. People have heard the opportunity and they've jumped in. And something I was noting for Connor, I'm an old man, I think. I don't know.
I don't know if you can
I'm
say
36. I'm somewhere between baby and old person.
Yes.
But one thing I was telling Connor was just that, the next generation of worship leaders, people that host community, people that carry forward the work of the church and hosting those times of worship are helping out right now. So we've got several what seem like babies to me, 20-year-olds. And that's just super awesome.
Yeah.
It's a gift that you'd really pray for and hope for. That's happening. The other thing is that people are finding community that way. So in a time where we've been on a year of being away from one another, there's actually folks who have stepped in who have done so because they're like, I want to be around people.
Yeah.
So one of my new friends actually is somebody who helps out with our live stream, and he switches cameras. But also he's growing in friendship, not only with me, but other people on the team. And it's just it's a beautiful time.
Yeah.
It's a really awesome thing.
Yeah, and that serving was kind of even his introduction to participating
Totally.
in church, and then is consequently like making friends. And
Yeah,
becoming part
totally.
of the community that way.
Totally.
Really rad. Yeah. Speaking of younger people, this past weekend, middle school youth and high school youth had some separate kind of projects and trips going on. Middle school had this all day, I think they used the word excursion, which basically means anything goes. Like, so they did all sorts of stuff. They did a big like scavenger hunt. I think that it was a bigger and better hunt where you're exchanging items for bigger and better things. And so Mosaic is the proud new owner of like a barbecue that we're not sure if it works, and
I'm pretty sure that's how I got my couch in my house.
bigger and better.
No, an excursion.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a tandem bicycle in the basement. Right. So anyway, some stuff that others were willing to part with for middle schoolers' joy. And then they also got to do a service project with Portland Rescue Mission, and I think they finished with a movie night. It just sounded really cool. And then I got to be a part of a high school project with a really cool organization called Northeast Emergency Food Program. And we've partnered with them as a church before to do some food drives and things, but over the last year and a half, they've become like one of the largest distributors of food to people in need, even in our state. And so serving like the numbers are crazy. It's something like 50 million pounds of food to 800,000 people, or it's unbelievable. And so we got to be a part of one of their distribution days, and they run all of this out of a little church in Northeast Portland. We got to go set up, pack food boxes, and then actually kind of take orders and distribute that food to people who are coming through. And our high schoolers, they had so much fun, which was cool. Just like that joy of serving thing, and as we give our lives away, we actually are filled.
Yeah.
Like, got to watch that happen. And then 2, just really cool to be a part of that kind of hands and feet thing that God is using to meet people's needs in Portland. So think about there's opportunities to volunteer and serve in the church. There's stuff going on outside of the church. There's a cool North Portland thing.
Oh, yeah. Actually, right in line with that, probably at the same time, I was over in North Portland at Kenton Presbyterian Church where the free clothing exchange was happening.
Yeah.
And so this is something we've been doing for a long time, but it's grown. People collecting clothing that then other people in the neighborhood can come and just take. There's no obligation. You're free to come, free to take what you need. Yeah. And it's not just houseless people. It's people in the neighborhood that have families that just can't provide clothing that's up to date. There's people that have come for clothing, actually for job interviews before, all sorts of stuff. And when I talk about clothes, it's not just like a shirt at a time. That was what was kind of like mind-blowing. It's like armfuls, and a record number of 125 people came through.
Whoa.
So
To come shop.
yeah, to come shop, and many donations. I don't think there was a count on that, but just a really cool way that God's using our community in the city.
Yeah, and kind of a reminder that as a church, we get to link arms with other organizations who are, they've done a lot of the creative work to figure out how to serve and love neighbors in an especially challenging year to do that. So to see some fruitful expression of how, it's doing what it was designed to do and what we prayed for that it would happen. So, tonight, middle school and high school youth is happening. This Sunday, Phil was talking about the 3 ways. We've got a gathering in person at 10 a.m., hop online and watch the live stream that way, or rally with your house gathering and be a part of Sunday. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.
Do you want to go ride a tandem bicycle now?
We should. Let's test it out.
We'll let you know how it goes.
See ya.